Welcome back to Football Manager 2024 Rebuilding Cologne. After 5 games in the Bundesliga, we find ourselves currently in first place. I mean, it isn't really saying much because there's still a lot of the season to be played, but if you're last with us, you would have seen that we end up losing the Super Cup to Bayern Munich, but that we then ended up winning in the Pokal first round. Then we went on a kind of a run, a 4-1 run as well against Frankfurt, and then a 2-1 against Hoffenheim. And then we managed to actually beat Borussia as well, but Schlotterbeck got sent off just after Wiper ended up getting the opening goal. We then ended up beating Hertha 1-0. Wiper ended up scoring at the very end. We should have easily dominated that game more than what we did, but as you can see, all the grades are pretty high overall, so we did dictate a lot of the tempo of the game, but we just couldn't get the job done when it mattered. But in the end, we still end up winning 1-0, so we'll take that. And then this is the biggest conspiracy ever. Justin DL ends up getting sent off in the 72nd minute. He is currently on loan from Arsenal. We ended up selling him last year, and the first year that we ended up taking over, and we end up having him on loan, and then he ends up doing a double slide tackle and just takes someone out and gets sent off in the 72nd minute. So no chance for us to come back, but we were doing pretty decent overall, but we take our first loss in the Champions League. Probably maybe a winnable or a tie likely outcome, but unfortunately we couldn't get the job done. Was at home, so we now end up having to play against Monaco away. But we then ended up turning it around at least and beat Freiburg 1-0, and that is all she wrote. That's why we're currently in first. We haven't lost in the Bundesliga yet, and even teams like Bayern Munich aren't doing as well as what they normally do. 2-0 and 4-2 against teams that they should have easily beat. Despite Bochum actually having a decent season so far, they've tied against Leipzig and Augsburg, and then they've lost to Stuttgart. So, all in all, not the greatest season, but kind of to be expected, even though they are the current champions. And Dortmund still has the Bochum tie, and then the loss to us, but managed to win against arguably beatable teams as well. So, no one's really had to face tough competition. Even Leverkusen, the Schalke, Mainz, Wolfsburg, and Borussia, I mean, all relatively on the bottom half of the scale, so there are only ties against Union Berlin, who's a mid-table team. So this could be our year, very much so. But we'll show you some of the transfers that we end up doing and some of the transfers that players might be coming as well. We end up getting Garcia Cruz, who should be joining us, I believe, next July. We got this Colombian. He was 16-year-old when we got him, but he'll be 18 when he ends up finally coming to us. But as you can see, he does look like he's going to be all right, but decent winger. I mean, it does show that he could improve a lot. I think he was saying at least a Bundesliga 2 player. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with that, and we are in the process of getting rid of Christensen if he decides to go for around 11 million, just because our midfield is a little bit crowded, and he is probably the best prospect that we can probably get rid of. But just before the trade deadline, though, or transfer window, we did get Cordoba as well. We didn't end up having to pay too much for him. He's saying that he can improve a lot. He's a left defender, currently 16, and I mean, he does look pretty good. I do like his there's a lot of green there, his bravery, determination, balance, even acceleration is pretty good for 16. His technique's pretty good, his first touch is pretty decent, but we've always had that, unfortunately. He's currently playing for the second team. He's played 2 games so far, but overall it doesn't look too bad. And then obviously we end up having the Mokoku as well. We did part ways with some people. Schmoling, we just ended up parting ways with. I think we have a buyback fee, but it's not really going to matter. Sent a couple people on loan. Soldo, we end up sending on loan. We end up getting rid of Yaxer. Not really anything to write home about. Could go up to 130. And then we end up getting Koulibaly, who we then immediately sent on loan. We got him for 350k, and we already recouped a decent amount of that. So I think I did explain a little bit of that last episode. And that is all she wrote for that. So let's jump to the game and see if we can manage to win another game against Mainz and keep our undefeated run intact. And here's a squad that we're going to be using for the Mainz game. We have Erbig in goal, Soppy, Schmidt, Killian, and Mendy. A little bit different than what we played with normally as our back. Then we have Kramashi, who's the new signing, Christensen as well. And then we have DL, Asan, and Mina playing as attacking mid. And then we have Makoku up front. But as you can see, we do have Hubbards, Martel, Fingriff, and Thielman all on the bench. So we should be able to win pretty decisively throughout this game. So Eldoretti's probably going to come in as well. He's developing pretty decently. He is currently a squad player, but I think also getting rid of Christensen will definitely solidify a spot for him as well. But we should be able to win this game. We are away from home though, so we will take that into consideration. But Kramashi definitely looking like he can be a solid player in this team. And we've liked how he's been so far. Mine's currently in 14th place, and I wouldn't be surprised if we concede early, but Erbig's been playing pretty good football as of late. And we do concede a corner here, and 5 minutes in. As long as we get past like the 3-minute mark, it's usually when we end up conceding, when we concede super early. But other games, Dortmund up 2-0, which is putting pressure on us to having to win this game. HSV surprisingly in mid-table though, and already Asan getting injured. That is not a good look. So we're going to put Darday in, even though Darday can never really finish a full game. But hopefully the Asan injury isn't too serious, because I really hate for him to be out a long period of time. We definitely need him on our mid for sure. We almost go down 1-0, hits the post, but Mina now with it. And, I mean, that's not what I like to see out of Mina. He's usually used to playing on the left side, but we've switched him on to the right because we do have DL who's on loan. That we're still trying to improve his value, just so hopefully they end up getting rid of him at some point. We do get a corner here, though. Mina ends up drilling it right at the goalie, and it goes for a corner there. 15 minutes in, Darday with it. No one gets to the end of it. It's kind of disappointing. And 3-0 Dortmund, though. Not much HSV can really do about it. And so far, they had the missed pen by Schalke against Mönchengladbach. We do get another corner here. I don't know why Makoku would take it. Well, I guess that's why. Knows a little bit more than I do, at least the set piece coach, and finds Killian to get us on the board 1-0. And those are the only goals that we're scoring from corners, though. It's just short side and Killian just jumping over everyone. I don't even think he's that tall, though, but possession-wise, we're definitely dictating this game as well. And it does look like the highlights are just going to keep coming. And obviously we'd like to go up at least 2 at the half, especially since how we're playing now. And Soppy ends up losing it pretty cheaply there, and Gruda's now going to make us pay for it. And I guess Ajork is definitely not going to. Immediate highlight right after, though, which isn't too reassuring. Mina now with it. And mine has been hit or miss. It's either he decides to show up for games or he completely ruins them for us. Finds Darday, though. And I don't know what kind of pass that was, but already on the counter here, Soppy intercepts it with Kramashi. DL to Darday. That was a terrible pass. I don't know why he would make that pass. And then somehow we end up getting it back. This is just the sloppiest football ever. Darday, and we end up getting a chance there, but it's so frustrating to watch, and it does look like Makoku might have to be subbed at some point. Darday now with it to Killian. Killian almost getting it again. Pretty impressive. Goes for a goal kick, and we're inching our way towards the half. Christensen now with it, who isn't very happy that we're trying to get rid of him. I just want the extra cash, to be honest. And I do see opportunity of us being able to just have a more steady cash flow. We didn't really get rid of anyone this off season, and I feel as though we need to kind of push a little bit more, just to get a little bit more in the positive, so we have something to spend come January, but also still be competitive. And he's the only one that I can really think of that we can do that. And we do concede just before the half. That is very, very disappointing. It's not even good. They say good job to them, but it's just a bad job to us. Everyone looked offside for a second, but just look for center backs and no heading. And Killian, the guy who ends up scoring for us, is the same guy that can't get above a York. A York or a Jork? I don't even know. But all in all, that's a disappointing end to the half. And Mokoku still looks like he should be fine, though. Schmidt now to find Soppy. Let's see if we can get a highlight right off the bat. Finds DL. Come on, just cross it in. We do get a corner, but that's probably going to be the end of that highlight. 1-1 Hoffenheim and Leipzig. I don't know if that has any implication to us, though, but Mokoku now with it. So the highlight's going on forever, though. It's probably going to end now. 4-0 for Dortmund, though. That's pretty commanding. And this tie won't hurt us, but it's not going to make it easier. This is definitely a winnable game. And we haven't looked as deadly as what we have in the past. Mokoku's going to come off. We're going to put in Wiper. Yeah, I wish that I could have done a little bit better moves now. Mendy's going to go for Soppy. I don't really like how he's playing. We're going to put in Augustin. And actually, Tresoldi can come on for DL. DL's not really playing that well. And we're going to leave that at that. We have one more sub in the bank. Probably make that to whoever needs it, I guess. I'm not sold on who we need to sub off. It looks like we're gonna get a corner here against us. And Hoffenheim up 2-1 against Leipzig. That is embarrassing. 3-1 actually now. And Urbig dives for it. I don't know what he was doing there, but they still have the ball. They're going to score. Urbig somehow gets to it. That could have been very disappointing. We're going to go a bit more positive here. Going to shout out the team as well. And hopefully that doesn't cost us. It's not even like they're playing better than us. We're just playing way worse than they are. Christensen now with it. Finds Augustin. Finds Darday. Come on, puts... And there we go. That is offside. I will eat my hat, I swear to God. Good play, though. Good play by everyone. I think Augustin set it off pretty well. We're gonna stay at positive, actually. Yeah, Augustin finds Darday, and then Darday just a tap in, just a Man City tap in, and we'll take that all day long. Just improves the stats for Wiper as well. I'm not sure who to take off. Mina looks like he's upset too. Augustin as well. I think they're kind of over it now. But we might want to make a switch at mid. I think Alderete is probably going to come in. Probably. I don't know. I think Kramashi is going to go as attacking right mid. Probably after this highlight. Tresoldi. Now running down the wing. Finds Darday. Just put it back in. There we go. Tresoldi with a chance. Can't. Yeah, that was embarrassing. And yeah, we're going to take off Mina. We're going to put in Kramashi there. And we're going to put in Alderete. Could put in Bourier. Could put in other people. But I'm just going to try this. Alderete's should be decent. It already shows that he's a decent Bundesliga player. But I do want to get him as much game time as possible. I might even try and put him with some starts. Just hoping that Hassan's, like I said, not out for too long. Because we do have the Argentinian connection there on the right side. That was a terrible ball. Oh my God. Schmidt ends up making a decent interception there, but loses it almost immediately. And I feel as though we might want to change off our positive just by what I'm seeing right now. Seems like they're pushing a little bit too hard. And yeah, it looks... Oh my God, we almost concede there. Doesn't make its way to the net, but Augsburg also up 1-0. Augsburg seems like a sleeper team. They cause the big teams a little bit of grief there. 77 minutes in, and all we got to do is hold on, but also kind of apply the pressure a little bit more than what we're doing. And it does look like we're getting overrun in the midfield. Urbig turns it away. And looks like just Wiper and Darday are the only ones that are playing above. I guess Killian as well, but I don't know how he's rated 7.7 considering he doesn't like to jump defensively. I mean, the shots are pretty similar. Possession-wise, though, you wouldn't know it, but our possession is higher than theirs by a decent amount. And yeah, Mendy ends up heading it away, but Burkhart still has it. And as long as we can finish this half stronger than what we finished last half, we should cruise to this win here. And I don't know what kind of clearance that is. That is just baloney. Come on. Yep, this is just bullshit. I hate to say it. This is absolute trash. There's no reason why Urbig would ever end up doing a shot. Like, we had possession. All we had to do is maintain it. And yet, again, who's that? Augustin can't jump up for headers either. We concede 2 stupid goals like that. We're going to demand more. Let's see if we can get one just before the end of the game. I'm not going to accept this tie. This is so ridiculous. Tresoldi now with it. Oh my god, finds it back. I don't know what kind of shot he thinks that is, but he misses it completely. Towards the end of extra time, get one more shot off. Alderete now with it. Ooh, great save though, but really hoping he could have got it a little bit more on target. 6-1 to Dortmund. And Wiper can't quite get it. It looks like that's going to be all she wrote. And just a disappointing performance overall, I will say. I will say that everyone's on notice. We did take this game for granted by resting some of our starters. But so disappointing. I'm not even happy, actually. No. Yeah, you were not... Yeah, these are... Oh, I don't care. You did not play well either. What the hell? Yeah, good. And... Where is he? Augustin actually... There's no way he got a 7. No way he got a 7. Two terrible plays, but we do tie, which means that our lead is only by 3 points. That is disappointing. But we do have Monaco coming up, so I can't really be too upset with that. But let's jump to the Monaco game. Let's hope for a better result here. But at least we managed to keep our unbeaten streak. But unfortunately, we couldn't keep our winning streak. So let's jump to Monaco and see if we can turn things around and hopefully not have such an embarrassing performance. Here's our squad from the Monaco match. We do have Hassan that's injured between 12 days and 3 weeks, so hopefully he can come back a little bit sooner, hopefully 2 weeks, because we do need him pretty soon. But we do have Urbig in goal, Finkrev, Killian, Hubbers, and Mendy as our backline. We have Martel and Kramashi as our midfield. We have Mina, Darday, and Thielman that are going to get the nod up front, and then we have Wiper who's going to get the striker chances here. But Tresoldi might end up coming in for him, or Mokoku, but I do like our chances in this game. I don't know how good Monaco has been domestically, so just hoping that we can put on a little bit better performance, at least get money for a tie. I'd be happy with that. But obviously, we will take the win if it's there. And immediately, Thielman gives it away. Still young, though. He is still around 23, I believe. 23, 24. So he's still young. He can still develop. But that kind of play is pretty embarrassing early on. Long throw, though. Gives it right back to him. That is not what we want to see. Back to Singo now. Killian heads it away. And we still can't clear it out of our own half, which is not a good start. Mendy gets it. And again, we still can't... My god, this team is not playing up to their potential so far. For a team that's currently first, we're not playing like it. We do concede another... Oh, we do get a corner... goal kick, sorry. We get a corner now. Nice is up against Tottenham 1-0 though. I think our composure just before half needs to definitely improve. Finkrev looks like he got fouled there, but nothing to it. We do get it back. Wiper ends up scoring, though, with that chance. And we are up 1-0. Wiper has been very good. I will say this, when we've needed him, he's definitely been the guy that ends up putting it at the back of the net. Kramashi finds Mina. Nice through ball. Looks like he just beat the offside trap. And we are up 1-0 so far, but we've seen this story happen earlier in this episode. Nice up 2-1 now against Tottenham. And now it's tied. Jesus. It does say we move up to the 17th position, but I don't know if that's necessarily that great. I think that's qualifying though, but I think it's like the bottom 10 teams don't qualify though. But if we can get a win away from home, that'd be huge. Salisu. So Salisu was the guy that was taking the throw-ins though, and almost concedes there. Erbig managed to stand tall there, turns it away. 25 minutes in, Liverpool up 1-0 against Ajax. And if you saw our schedule for Champions League looks impossible. It's so difficult, so loaded up. I think there's only 2 games where I thought that we would have a decent amount of chance at coming away with a victory. So I don't know how the coefficients really work in our favor in that because I mean finishing top 3, we definitely got the worst end of that. Real Madrid up 1-0 against Real San Sebastian, and we do get a free kick here. No one can get to the end of it. Wiper finds Mina, seeing if he can return the favor, and he does. Wiper finds Mina, and Mina now on the board as well. Like I said, he doesn't show up, and then he ends up shelling out during these games. Darday looking like he needs to be subbed at half, though, which I do not like. Now, Wiper finds Mina, takes a couple steps, and manages to put it over Köln. Or Kuhn. I guess it would be Kuhn. We're up 2-0. As long as we don't end up scoring or conceding before the half, we're always pretty good. So all in all, our team's playing pretty good. Other than the lack of clearance earlier on. Oh, who's the center back there? And thank God Golovin can't finish because he had his chance on goal there. And our center backs need to take notice there. Yeah, keep it up. Big difference from how we were playing last game. Darday looks like he's at least good enough to 55 minutes. At least good for 10 minutes. Maybe 15. And Salisu now with it. So is I guess, are they playing three center backs? I think they might be. To get the ball back, that's the end of that highlight, the first highlight of the half usually. And Eric Kovic now with it. Is that Zachariah, I believe? Oh my god, closing down, good job, but he was offside anyways. I thought he was offside. And Zachariah is injured. Play for set pieces, yeah, we're going to take off Darday in a bit. But we're going to make probably a double or triple substitution. 4 shots, 2 on target versus 5 and 1. They're actually saying that they should have a goal though. So yeah, we're going to take off Darday now. We're going to put in Borrier. And you know what? Mendy's going to come off. We're going to put in Kovacs. Kovacs can definitely show up for this game. I guess Mina's going to have to come off. Tresoli's the only one that can really play that position. So we're going to put him in as well. So triple substitution here at 65 minutes. And they want Kramashi as well. We're going to ignore that for now. And now is when we're going to do it. We're going to do it right at the highlight, which seems very stupid. But we're going to put in, I guess, we're going to put in Alderete. And, you know what, we're going to put in Christensen as well. I think swap those up. So double sub at midfield there. Do concede the free kick here. Gets turned away initially. They still have it, though. Now Tottenham's up 3-2 against Nice. Oh my god. I guess that was Kovacs. That was probably my bad. We do concede a corner. I think this is when the subs are going to happen. End of that highlight though, so maybe the subs made a difference. Man City up 1-0. Man City currently top the table and Tottenham in second. PSG in third. A lot of English teams. Now, so I guess English and French are commanding the top, but pretty much England is commanding the top there. 90 minutes in, 4 minutes extra time. We do concede a throw-in from Salisu, and now we concede a penalty. Who did that? Obviously going to be penalty. Oh my god, that was Wiper, wasn't it? We could have had the clean sheet here. Urbig needs to, yeah, guess the wrong way. That doesn't look good for future optics, though. That was just terrible, terrible foul, though. Oh my god, I thought Wiper was giving it to them. All we guys do is maintain possession, guys. Maintain possession. Kovacs now with it. Just run to the corner flag. No, give it right back to him. That sounds so much better. 2-1. Come on, guys. If we concede right now, I'm definitely never playing this game again. Okay, thank God. We do manage to hold on though, but that was so disappointing towards the end. Sure. Congratulations. We're not gonna rain on them. We weren't expected to probably win this game anyways. Does set us up for 16th place though. But we do need to watch out for that. And it does give us 2.4 million, so bank balance wise, income at least looking a little bit better. So we still do lose around 2.5 million more than what we've raked in, so we definitely need more wins. Definitely need more wins or ties. But next opposition is against Tottenham, but we will probably come back for Union Berlin here in the second round here, and we'll probably come back for Benfica. So we won't necessarily show the Bundesliga. I think the focus is a little bit on Champions League. We might, yeah, we'll probably come back for the Berlin one. I think Berlin and Benfica, we should probably be able to do a decent result for that. Benfica's probably going to beat us though. But the Anderlecht one we do have a chance with. Even Galatasaray could be 50-50, but then we have Inter and Juve, so we need to get those points pretty quick. If we can get at least a tie here, I'd be happy. But Benfica and Anderlecht and Galatasaray are definitely the easier of all of them, which isn't really saying much, considering we have Arsenal and company. But we'll take a look at the standings actually. Let's kind of get a better indication. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 teams don't make it. And a lot of teams have already only played once. Fenerbahce is not looking that great. Juve ended up losing against Milan. Bayern's not even looking that great either. They lost to, no, they lost to Barcelona. Okay, that's not that bad. And who's our opposition? So Tottenham obviously beat beat Fenerbahce and Nice there, and I believe Galatasaray, they ended up beating PSV, so that would have been a winnable one for us as well. Benfica ended up beating Inter and then lost against Monaco, so that is kind of interesting as well. Anderlecht only has a tie against Olympique Lyonnais, so I guess our chances aren't that bad to be able to get some results, and 2 losses so far for Inter. So if Inter is not as deadly as what they seem, but they did lose only 1-0 against Benfica, but at home as well. So we do definitely have a chance to manage to get some points there, and we can maybe make it to the next round. I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with just even the finances aspect of that. It's not going to show us. Yeah, it's not going to show us that. Round of 16, we do get 10 million for that, so that will set us up for a decent while if we can manage to get to that. But hopefully you guys like it. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and thank you for watching. Until next time.